This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Hi, good evening and welcome to Sports Friday. I am Julian Gibson. The newly elected members of the B3s say that the party is now officially over, the honeymooning and everything. They are ready to get down to business.
This is a new day in Bahamian athletics. You know, we have our first female B3A president, and we have a strong team of professionals and Olympians and stars who are there to support her and just move this organization forward. We know it's going to be a lot of work, but we're ready for the work, we're ready for the challenge, and like our team says, we're united with the purpose.
I wouldn't say Mike had a downfall, because during his 11 years as president, he did a good job. But you know, like I said, Ms. Kerry came there and she ran a good campaign. And the thing the pillows which you saw in our campaign, they'll come to fruition.
As part of the United Purpose team then, because we're now the B3A's executive, you know, we work extremely hard. We had a good campaign going, and on top of that, the team decided we would fast and pray for this. And so prayers worked for us in this election today. And we just want to say thanks be to God, because God brought us through this today. This was all God in here today. And we want to give God the praise and the thanks, because the fasting and praying did come through for us.
Now, yesterday we spoke to some coaches who say they are ready to work with the newly elected members.
I would hope that they live up to all of their campaign promises. They set a very ambitious agenda, so I fully support what it is that they plan on doing, as long as it's not business as usual in the B3As. I also want to be a part of something that is progressive, so if they're coming in working, then I'm looking forward to working hand in hand with them.
Expectation really is for them to make vast improvements in regards to athletes and coaches. I don't want to talk negative about the past slate, but really that's all that I knew. But hopefully that this new slate will make a lot of improvements, and I think that their goals, based on what they said that they were going to do, looks pretty good. So my expectation is them to carry that task out and make sure that the athletes and coaches are number one on their agenda.
Well, definitely I'd like to see this team go out and accomplish some of the things that we have not accomplished in the past, and that's one is to bring a tighter unity between the association, the coaches, and the athletes. I think for a while we have drifted, so I think that's going to be foremost right now, to bring a spirit of unity, and where we can have persons who, like now, Chris is on his way out and seeing how best we can use some of our athletes who have gone on to the Olympic to come back and to be able to pour back into our systems. I know a lot of other countries are doing it, but for some reason we have not been able to have a full grasp of it like some of the other countries. So it'd be good to know that we have a Chris Brown coming back, and that he could be paid to come back and be a coach that can help in the development of our nation.
Switching to basketball, the ladies were action last night at the Donald Davis Gym. How about the Bomber G operators? Boy, they blasted the Super Value Cyber Queens. The final score was 65-47.
We came out very aggressive to start the game. I think we set the tone defensively, and that allowed us to do whatever we wanted to do on offense.
Still talking basketball, president of the New Providence Women's Basketball Association, Minez Cargill, believes that a foundation should be in place so that ladies basketball in the country can even improve.
We're going to bring a junior division on stream. I'll be looking at inviting ladies out between the ages of 12 and 18 to be a part of that junior division. Now, how we would have structured it to begin with, we are asking each team, that is the existing teams in the league at this point, we're asking them to adopt a junior team. That'll be more or less a feeder program, because if you really look around, we do have problems with replacing these ladies once they would have reached that age where they are ready to probably settle down, most of them. So the feeder program is a challenge right now for us. So bringing on a junior division is one of the things that we would have put in place. We're putting in place to try and assist that.
Switching to rugby, our ladies national team arrived safely in Trinidad and Tobago yesterday. They're all ready for competition.
I am terrified, but I can't let my team down, so I can't let the fact that I'm a bit scared because I'm a bit fragile, but I'm going to do the best to bring home the trophy to the Bahamas.
if you learn how to tackle properly, it's not as gruesome as you would think it is. With flag football, you don't get that much contact. There are some people who are more interested in the contact than just pulling flags. So with rugby, you get that full-on body-on-body. You get to stop girls, and for those who feel like prissy, who feel like they don't want to get hurt, if you're fast enough, your footwork is good enough, they can't even touch you.
Most of the talent come from soccer, flag football, and these girls are just raw talent, right? So it's a mixture of quarterbacks, receivers, girls with speed and stuff we seek, and we bring them to rugby and we coach them. And once they stay around, they become good at it.
And with today being Friday, it's now time for Flashback Friday. Well, let's flash to Michael Sweet Bells Thompson.
June 9th, 1978, a date many Bahamians will never forget. It was on that day, some 37 years ago, when Bahamian Michael Thompson's name was entered into the National Basketball Association's draft. Thompson was among 202 players looking to be picked up by any one of the 22 teams that year. The first 2 picks belonged to the teams that finished last in each conference, with the order determined by a coin flip. The Indiana Pacers won the toss and were awarded the first overall pick. They will trade that pick to the Portland Trail Blazers. That's when it all started.
It's always nice to know your history, the history of your family. This is just another chapter in the Thompson family tree, history tree, and it's good to know where it all started.
Thompson, the first foreign-born player to be drafted number 1, played for the Blazers for 8 years, missing only 1 season due to injury. It was 1987 when Thompson joined the Los Angeles Lakers. That year, the Lakers had 4 number 1 overall draft selections on their squad. Thompson would help the Lakers win consecutive titles in 1987 and 1988. He returned home to a hero's welcome.
This has really been a tremendous warm welcome for the Bahamian hero of basketball in the country, Michael Thompson.
Michael Thompson is indeed a Bahamian sports hero. He is satisfied that he received a hero's welcome in Nassau.
For Thompson, it all started because his father believed.
I wear this with pride. You can see it right on my finger even today. 1987, the first ring that he got, he gave it to me.
Everything I accomplished wouldn't have taken place. You guys wouldn't be where you are today. He allowed me to go to the States to, pursue my dream.
Thompson, who is affectionately called Sweet Bell, is the father of 3 boys. Clay Thompson, who recently won the NBA championship title with the Golden State Warriors, Michael Thompson Jr., who plays professional basketball overseas, and Trace Thompson, a minor leaguer. The road leading into the Queen Elizabeth Sports Center was recently named after Thompson. It's called Michael Thompson Boulevard.
And finally in sports, remember tomorrow night at the Sandals Resort in beautiful Exuma, the National Family Island Regatta will be celebrating their Cacique Award. Well, that's all the time for Sports on Friday. Once again, I'm Julian Gibson. Special thanks to my cameraman, Ashley Taylor. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight continues after the break.
This